TommyTomTom on the double dagger Celestial, Elementalist, and Ild on the famous, now I think, Condition Alley. And now we are going to go into the first game. We are seeing Meta on the blue side versus Team Champignon on the red side, for either going away with 400 euros or just 100.
I think Tommy just missed that lightning flash up into the mid there. And again, look, Red Levin doing that crossover to make sure that Toad isn't going to be able to get onto the point as fast as he would like to. Look at Red Tarmir using that skill there. I think it was on the sword, sorry, to get into the point as soon as possible to make sure that Tommy wasn't going to get the full cut there. And we are going to see Toad coming onto the node as well. Looking at Red 11, he looks like
Prototype bringing down Azani, and Syndrina immediately using the confusion of rezzing, or having to res Azani that fast to get the decap on the hench. Not quite fast enough with the right. The lightning Shaq, who is gonna be on the hench point soon enough, but Red Levin disengaging from the fight and getting the decap on the mine, and actually opting for the full cap. Azani still down. Now we have Toad going over to the mine, but the full cap it is gonna be. They are giving up the midpoint. That is gonna fall into the hands of Team Champignon, and now defending both outer points.
Sorry, just had to mute there because fireworks were going off, and because it's the weekend and it's fireworks night, and that's something in the UK that happens every year. But hey ho, Tay Prototype, low HP, has gone into Death Shard over towards the mine, trying to take out Red Levin here. Is he trying to go back into that team fight that's currently happening, or mini team fight over on the mine? But it's just kind of happening between the mid and the mine at the moment. And Red Levin has been taken into the downstate. He is back up though. He needs to just be very, very aware and very careful at this point in time.
Red Spirit.
Was that the Red Spirit?
Red Spirit, yeah. Not Red Spirit.
Cool.
The Red Tarmir Red Spirit. Prototype going down. We had the Refuge down on him, but the AoE. The Refuge always kind of gives you a target to aim at with the AoE. Ild almost going down, manages to, well, kind of get himself out of position for rest there. Now finish down with damage. We still have Toad on the point, keeping it neutral at the moment. Just a slight lead for Meta. They are now re-engaging on the mine point. Syndrina disengaged for a little bit, but saw that Shaku was paying attention to the hand and now coming back to take out Azani, or trying to.
We normally see these nice little rotations coming out from Red Team at the moment, just with Ter Prototype and Tommy, because when Prototype's in trouble, just kind of moves out. Oh, there's a portal play?
Just a disengage portal, leaving Red Sam, Tarmir, and Levin. Well, Levin a little bit out of position. Does want to force the 1v1 with TommyTomTom, but he has Ild behind him, and getting conditions on Red Levin might be really painful. Syndrina, the damage is incoming. He manages to disengage Refuge down to keep himself safe. Levin now re-stealthing, and we see Prototype being attacked by Shaku and Azani on the midpoint.
Yeah, this is all about. It's all about. Well, we got 2 points at the moment. This is where all the action is. No one's on henge at the moment. You got to be careful over here. So Prototype's on low HP. He's going to be okay. The fight's actually pushed down to the bottom of the keep now. Sorry, with Syndra as well. Oh my God, they need to be careful here because the point's open. They need to be aware that that's something. And Prototype is. So he's having a look back up the top to make sure everything's okay. So just making sure that no one's stealthing or moving.
Oh, but Syndrina.
I got
Syndrina
past.
Getting the decap on the henge. Therefore, only point income for the red team. They are going to be quick enough to keep it neutral. Both outer points currently neutral. TommyTomTom against Sam is going to be quite a while, but it looks like TommyTomTom is going to come out ahead out of that matchup. But we have the assistance. Tarmir bringing Red Levin up. We have Ild in downstate now. The rest try is not going to be enough. We have the poison. Stomp coming down. Toad moving towards the mid to not get decap there. But Meta probably going to get the mine fairly quickly if they fully commit to it.
I think so. The Red Levin's quite. He needs to be careful of this AoE that's on the point when it comes out from Tommy, because he's low HP. He's just backed out now. You can see going into that short bow, just punishing Tom from afar there. He's going to have no option. Oh, Il's going to come in. Is he going to be able to get any kind of knockback? I don't believe so.
Oh, Fear came down. We have the Vapor Form to keep him alive. A little bit of damage. Now Ild also getting damage. Just kill the one who's rezzing instead of trying to damage the one in downstate.
Down fight over on the henge as well between Syndra and also Shaku is gonna be able to use that. Where did we see Syndra?
Double rest coming in, but Syndra is down, but could still be damaged.
Okay.
No, back up now. were still in stealth, I think, disengaging to have an eye on the midpoint, because we do have Red 11 trying to be sneaky there. Double cap now for the red team. They secured the mine point finally. Took quite a while. Tommy Tom now towards the midpoint, probably going to switch over with Syndrina, who is going to move towards the henge point, which was already decapped again. That was quick.
Yeah, the decaps are nice over on this side of the map. Oh, Prototype really downstate, needs to get...
Oh, but Sammy's not going to have enough damage.
No. Sam trying to cleave with the staff. Trying to call up on his mates to try and get that, because there's still a lot of ticks on that point they need. Oh, Zani goes down just off node there. Not nice for the res, because they need to get off. Is he going to be okay? He's alright. All good.
Oh, immobilized, porting back, now going down Syndrina and Ill. Will they be able to res? No, not even trying, just trying to keep it neutral. Currently a slight lead for Team Champignon, but Meta Meta seem to finally get a little bit of an upper hand on the henge fight. Although on his way towed at the moment. Syndrina disengaging, what is he trying to do? Is he just resetting? Is he right below me? I can't find him. There he is.
In that shadow refuge, yeah. I think he's just trying to ninja his way back onto the point, or just get away, maybe trying to have a look at the mine as prototypes are respawning, which is kind of an idea, because at the moment they are losing that point over on the henge. I think they are losing that fight, really. Toad's on the node. I mean, they can sustain there long enough. Toad can keep it contested, but if we can get this combination of prototype and also Syndrina, although Syndrina... Oh no, Syndrina's knows that to go to the mid.
Red 11 in mid. Red 11 in mid. Syndrina, is he going to be fast enough? Oh! Yes, he is. Just a quick shadow step, negating that decap attempt. We do still have a lot of damage on Tommy. He's the only one currently protecting the mine point. We do have reinforcements coming, but it looks like they're gonna know Severus with the spirit there. Is the spirit gonna go down? No, not yet. Possible second res if the spirit gets killed. We might be able to have a look at the HP. That might actually be quite quick, but Ilt now changing over. Although res now, is the damage gonna come? No, he's gonna wait. He is gonna wait for the spirit to be back up again. Am I bugging, or did he just re-summon it?
No, the cooldown's just off now. It's still up.
So the fight is still alive, and now a double point,
where it is.
Double outer point cap, and that could be the 3 cap, as I was way too focused on the ranger.
Yeah, but I know why, because I can see the spirit. I don't know where the spirit went. But Zani's about to pick up mid now. Yeah, free cap is real for a made in meta at the moment. Let's just completely switch the game up. We were so even, like it was 220 to 218. Red have not moved in points for almost 30-40 seconds now. And they really need to pick up a node. This is not happening for them at the moment. 3 players versus 2 currently over on the mine. They need to think about moving out of this map at the moment. Prototype's going to head to mid. He's going to be a 1v2 situation. Red Shaku is going to actually go back towards the henge, having a look over there. Not sure what red team are doing. No, they just want to pick up the mine and push back out into the map.
What is Levin doing? Is Levin going to try and get on point still? To just keep it neutral? Yeah, he is. He's looking for the 1v1. He's not going to win it, but he wants to keep neutral for as long as possible. Back on point again, neutral. They are picking up an advantage every second that they have a double cap and 1 neutral. That is a very, very good position for them, and they don't want to leave that. Cap has now, I think, gone over. Yeah, we see points incoming for the red team as well. It's a little bit buggy in the overlay here. But they need to be careful with Red 11 going down, and on the side we have Azani down and Tommy in mid. They might have overcommitted a bit, trying to get the most out of that 1 advantage point. Might give Mush the ability to push back and to turn it around completely if they're quick enough.
Only if they're quick enough, and that's the only if they're quick enough.
But Sam goes down, Shark is still alive, Fear's coming in, no res attempt there because the Fear kept him busy. We do actually have a Svanir being tried by Ilt. Shaku's still on point, he's managing to hold up against 3 people quite well, but that's not going to be for long. And now it's pretty much too late to completely snowball that little bit, the 3 stomps actually. 3 stomps Not going to be able. Is there going to be a port on mid? No, he's not fast enough. Creature is picked up. Red Levin wanted to focus on the creature rather than helping out on the midpoint. Don't know if that was the right decision. They picked up quite a lead, more than 100 points now, but the double cap is going over back to the red team.
This is... Yeah, they can come back. They can come back still, but they need to maybe get just a bit of a decap or pick up a boss. I'm just... just double checking who's just picked. Yeah, red team did pick up the Svanir boss.
Oh,
that's good.
We have a... No, prototype is not sneaky enough. Tried it again.
Trying to be sneaky. Sneaky. Red Levin trying to, yeah, not doing well over on that mine node. He's going to go down, so it's going to give him 5 more points. So it's slowly clawing back, but I think they just need this one node at the moment. Although it could be very close.
Oh, decap. Prototype being the hero there.
Job.
They might have been able to play it out with just 1 point, but they don't even have that 1 point anymore. So still taking... it was just MIM overextending. They wanted to take as many points as they could out of the slight window of opportunity there. And that kind of screwed them over in the long run. Now with the double cap, the red team is just gaining points over points. We have the situation exactly turned around. Exactly the other way now.
Yeah, this is an awesome comeback. What is happening at the moment? Made in Meta really need to think about where they're going with this, because they got the cap. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
So
prototype not fast enough. Decap on mid. We have 50-point difference. That could have ensured cap back on the henge. Now mid is being fought over 50 points to go. That is not much for the red team, for Team Champignon to work with here. They need to get the midpoint back quickly to still have a chance, and then also pick up a chieftain, and that could get difficult because MIM is fully engaging on the midpoint, except for Shaku, who is hopefully keeping an eye on the henge. Not that prototype gets any ideas.
Yeah. This is... If it stays like this, we will be seeing... Although Made in Meta are kind of wiping over in the mid. The portal has come out. Red Levin's okay. Tamir and downstate over on the mine. Azani down mid. But still, you know, Sam's okay at mid. He will be probably for the rest of the game. We've got 25 points. And with Red Levin there supporting, he can take out Prototype on the side. And potentially he's alleviating a lot of pressure that's on Sam at the moment. So that's going to be okay. We have Shaku defending the henge point. And probably Azani. I'm not 100% sure he'll move out. Although Syndra's going for a boss kill.
It's not going to be enough. They need the decap. They need the decap on the henge.
10 points. A kill. Sam's down. So that's 5 points.
Could be it. Maybe Red Levin is trying to keep it neutral. Feared off. They got the cap in mid, and that stomp is going to give them 5 points as well. The boss kill could be detrimental. Yatami is on it. Do we have the steal attempt? It's going to be very close, and they actually got it. That steal won them the game together with the kill on Red Levin there and getting the cap. So many factors just played completely perfectly together to get them the win. 4 points.
Sorry.
4 points. Just 4 points. That is 8 seconds. 8 seconds before Major Meta would have picked that up. Red Levin, I think Red Levin trying to go in and keep the midpoint neutral might have gotten them actually more points with a stomp on there than they would have if he wouldn't have gone in there.
Oh, good lord. I want to get into this, get this rolling. That was exciting. Oh, the boss kill ends. We got Lord Rush ends.
To be honest, I didn't really think it would be able to happen. Kind of.
See, I had faith.
You always have faith.
Yeah, maybe blind faith.
Yeah, kind of.
It's blind faith is paying off a lot more recently than
yeah, because we're seeing these crazy games.
Optimism, suddenly. You see, it actually is good. I was thrilling to watch, Nick. I was thrilling to watch. Steppenwolf. No, but basically.
Oh no.
I love you, man. I'm just joking. I'm excited because this could be the game that means the first really consistent prize in Guild Wars 2. This could be a €400 prize going to a team that is not known really. The players are, but the team is not.
Yeah, they kind of reformed under a different name. and going for it all, beating Made a Matter and beating TCG, the two front-running teams for the place, for the spot in China, and pretty much the two teams that until now we would have said were the elite of the EU scene, the two top teams. But there are still other teams who want to be part of that mix, who want to be part of that top team elite. Elite is kind of a stupid word for that. I need to find another one, but until then, we're just going to stick with they are very good, and I'm pretty impressed by Champignon, Exaltation dudes.
Oh, God, yes, indeed. So, waiting for Sam at the moment.
Now at the moment, we're waiting for the Team Champignon to actually get their screenshot submitted. Having problems with that, apparently. I don't know how you can have problems with that.
I don't know. So in this map, I mean, that game was so tight that, you know, there wasn't many things that went wrong for the teams. I mean, I think maybe got complacent, thinking that they'd won because they were 100 points ahead, and that's what lost them the game. So, you know, that was kind of important because they hadn't, and they needed to keep hold of those caps, and they were over rotating maybe and being not, I don't know, they weren't being very cautious and just being secure, you know. So that Lord Rush, remember, we have to wait for that to see if that's going to happen. We saw that in the other game that we streamed, and that's going to be an important factor that will come in. Red team needs to be aware of that. Champignon. So hopefully that's something they will be aware of, but at the same time, they could possibly go for one as well. You know, they've got fire great swords. They love a little bit of it. So I think they'll have some, Nick. And they'll have some, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
not my head like this.
The question is, how is Champignon going to perform on this map? We know MIM prefers Faux Fire to Niflhel. At least they are better on it. Maybe they still prefer Niflhel as a map, but they are better on Faux Fire. The question is, in comparison to a Niflhel game, how is Champignon going to perform on that?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I mean, sorry, did you say Faux Fire or did you say Kylo?
Faux Fire.
I think they'll be okay. I mean, they've got
Kylo's
I thought you said something else. That like I said, I've got some connection problems. So I'm sometimes guessing what you're going to say.
Okay.
So my mind powers in terms of knowing exactly what you're going to say have to be improved significantly, apparently. But on here, I mean, they can sustain well on the points. They've got two Ellies, they've got Guardian, you know. Toad is really good with his, you know, with his cooldown management as well. So I think they could probably attack 3 points while sustaining well enough so that the damage, you know, Te Prototype and also Syndra can actually round the points to actually offer up the damage and just be okay. So I mean, there is that. I don't know. I mean, I think they're going to. I think they'll go for 3 point in the end, but I'm not too sure.
And well, definitely with the opener, I don't think either of these two teams are going to go for a safe 2-point opener. Although, wait, didn't Champignon do that exactly that against Purple Smokers? Did they? Damn the memory.
It's been a long day so far. We've been casting for 3.5 hours now. It's been quite good. But yeah, it gets to this point where a bit.
I think
game's starting to mold.
I think the thing we have to point out first, as many people said, Tommy Tom is not French, so it's not a full French team. But the other 4 are, if I don't screw up completely. The next thing we have to mention is that Idlt is playing a triple signet Condi Elementalist. And they are currently matching up against definitely one of the 2 best teams in the world at the moment. Or, well, okay, the 3 best. I think I don't want to completely count out Bjort.
No. They're definitely one of the best teams. We have to see him play the other EU teams, of course, at some point, somehow. But yeah,
Signet Condi, Ellie. I can't really get to grasp with that.
Worth going to a little break while we try and get Sam in, because I believe we're having some big issues with him trying to get in.
Okay. The question is,
sure.
how long is that gonna take? You know what? We're gonna use that. You guys can hopefully enjoy a little bit of music, and we can kind of gather ourselves from the last match we have seen.
Got my connection as well.
Yeah, you can sort of your connection. So we're gonna go into a really quick break as my mobile's going off for some reason. Turning that off. Yeah, so a little bit of music. We'll be right back. We are about to watch the second match in the best of 3 final of the first Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup. But because we have some connection issue on MIM side, we're gonna give them some time to sort it out. So please stay tuned. Please be patient. We'll be right back.
Okay, randomly my connection's just gone okay.
And we are back fairly quick. Jebro managed to sort out his connection, as well as Sam from MIM, who really is the important guy. So we're gonna go now into the second match in this best of 3 final of the first Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup. It's either gonna be 400 euros or 100 euros for one of these teams. Team Champion could, with a win on this map, claim their win immediately, claim the first place, be the winner of the first Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup, and go home with not only 400 euros, but also 100 Go4 Cups, which they can use for the monthly. Go4 points, not cups. Go4 points. And now we're going to start with the match. Team Champignon on the red side, Made Matter on the blue side. Let's have a look at the splits.
This could be the final game, and we're having a look at Made in Meta going for a far point push. This is something they normally do quite a lot as well, other than that kind of mid stealth push, which so they can actually opt up. Oh, look at that, Tommy! That line of sight, using the quarry, using the actual minecart. Benefiting completely. Really good move from him. Mid is no issue at the moment. Really, it's going to be all over on the quarry, to be honest. Made in Meta have picked up the first cap, of course, and Tommy, they've actually dropped a portal over there, so you need to be aware of that. Tommy, that's going to put Tommy over there for the consistent, the time that portal's actually up.
Yeah, if they manage to get out of there, and it looks like they get out of this alive, then complete success, having a portal there, having the pressure without actually being there, although, nope. Not gonna happen without any counter damage on the corpse. We aren't gonna see a dead Azani anytime soon. Damage on him again. He is still stealth, trying for the re-engage, trying to get some damage out before he goes down. Syndrina down as well. We do have the Plague Form Stomp, but there is always the mass mobility, and Syndrina is already back up as well as Azani. So no deaths yet. We do still have Tommy Tom Tom waiting for the portal to expire, and otherwise the mid-fight is continuing.
Yeah, so with that said, one cap each. Is Tommy still stuck over there? He's not. The portal's just expired, so he can move back into the mid. Toad is going to go down on the midpoint though, which is really significant for Made in Meta if they can actually get the down, which is going to happen, and we are going to see Ilt as well go down just on node. So not good for the red team at the moment, to be honest. 2 downs in happening. Tommy's going to have to retreat as well, as Red 11 is trying to push, as well as Azani over onto the quarry at the moment, trying to get that decap, and that will be by killing Tommy most likely, as he is down quite low, about 500. No, it's going to be okay actually, doing a nice rotation of his skills there to bring up a lot of support for himself, and also for Syndra, who's just come in the node. He did get knocked back there by the Great Sword 5, so needs to be careful, and we do have Sam here as well, so keeping this point neutral, although we do have the cap in the mid, which has just happened for Made in Meta.
I mean, we're seeing similar behavior from what we've seen in the last game, only that you can better cope with overextending on this map, far better, and they're not as focused on keeping the cap neutral rather than just picking off some players on the side. Syndrina went down, was able to get rest. We now have a very nice sneaky portal position here behind the large rock there, now engaging back into the mid-fight. It looks like the quarry is clean. We have people disengaging, but the portal, Tommy Tom Tom saw it. He's not going to go away, but they are going to be one man down in mid with him having an eye on a decap on the waterfall. But we have a mid cap, and therefore it is still a 1-1 in capture points. The decap, Shaco is going to be rest, prototypes already a little bit low. We have the Vapor Form there at 11 coming in to assist with the rest. That is going to be fast enough, and almost no damage there from Syndrina. No Sigil proc, no nothing. So, prototype now eating tons of damage. On mid we had Ilt finished, I think. Yes, we did.
Indeed, no more. He has been taken into death and is no longer in the game. Until he respawns, we'll see Tommy running into the mid, having a potential look to see if that's going to be okay, but Red Tommy obviously using that short bow to just make sure and ward him away. With this decap over on the waterfall at the moment, this is where a lot of the team fighting is currently happening, with Tempo Attack going into the downstate. He will be not rezzed.
That damage on Toad.
Good lord.
That fast Syndrina going down.
Look at those snowball finishes. So, snow globe finishes coming out all over the shop there. That was a significant wipe for Made in Meta to get there, and then taking out Ilt as well means that they can potentially roll off that and either just run into the quarry, which is currently what Red Levin's doing, to get that decap over there. That's going to happen, and Made in Meta really are going to take a significant lead now.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. Almost getting the rest, then the damage on Toad while rezzing. And in that damage, they didn't even try and get him. Syndrina just was in the wrong place at the wrong time, went down with him, three people downstate, and from that, Made in Meta is taking a huge advantage. And now it's on the red team, it's on Champignons, or Champignons, or whatever it's pronounced. I can't speak French, although I had it for 3 years. is now looking for a new engage, and it seems like that's supposed to be the waterfall, but immediately Syndrina taken down. Was in stealth, did manage to refuge himself, picked back up, looking for Red Levin as a target, and not Azani, surprisingly.
No, he didn't actually. That's true. But Syndrina is kind of trying to escape at the moment. He's got a lot of pressure on him, not many cooldowns, so he needs to be careful. He has just jumped onto Azani, actually. There you go, he's jumping on him now. Low HP, so he needs to be careful as he's running out of this fight. He needs to try and disengage. A lot of conditions on him. He has, pardon me, popped that heal as well. Does still have Moa up, but no, he's going to potentially go down. He has gone down from a lot of cleave there as well. And the res is good. I believe that must have been the... Sorry, that must have been Tarmir res.
Yeah, Spirit res.
Cooldown. Yeah, so it was the Spirit res. Good. And this point still made a menace, and they're not going to be giving up anytime soon, although the pressure really is on this node at the moment. Red team a 145, blue to 280. 140 points at the moment, which means a Lord Rush, 150 points isn't, going to be nice for them. They're not probably going to get in that range if it stays as it is at the moment.
These reses are just solid. Red Levin going down on the side, as well as we have Ilt down, Ilt back up, Red Levin back up. These are just not gonna end in any storms whatsoever. They are on the reses. Ilt now maybe going down. No, the heal is up. There comes the next burst. Shatter going down. Azani eating, no, not eating a ton of damage. Trying to line off sight as much as possible. Ilt is just running around like a maniac, using everything he can to break line of sight between his enemies. Red Azani now, no, the res is too much. They are just really on it. You can't damage against 3 people instantly picking him back up. 2 people on Azani, back up he goes. We had like 10 to 20 down states here. No stomp whatsoever, but it's really going in MIM's favor here. It's really going in MIM's favor because they still maintain the double cap. We have the Elementalist in a staring contest.
It's too... Red Levin has just gone down though. A little bit of a mistake. Tried to line of sight there. The down not coming out. He's going to port. Are they going to be able to get the cleave on him? If anyone goes for the down, they are going to get it. And we did see Toad get that significant down over there. So a lot of damage. That means Made Meta might actually be in a bit of trouble here. But I think the damage, to be honest, has already been done.
The damage has been done with Tamir also joining the land of the dead. Sam may be joining soon. We have Azani on the side, but he should probably disengage by now. Sam might be able to hold this for a little bit longer, but if Azani gets caught out as well, although the focus doesn't seem to be on him, they don't want to move off the waterfall, they just want to train down Sam, and that is the focus. Now we have already Red Levin going back down, and he takes out Syndrina immediately. Prototype, next target. Toad can only res 1, the damage is strong. There is too much damage for him to get the rest. He tries to get the stomp, but we have the refuge as an answer. Prototype being rest, now the damage is too much. Toad picking up Syndrina, maybe the wrong choice there. Ilt also going for the rest, but too much damage again. Tons of damage going down. I'm saying damage a lot. Ilt as the next stomp. Just Red Levin coming in there. 2 down states immediately. Pain Train engaged, turning this entire fight around.
Look how long it's taken to get that cap. Was it worth it? Knowing that that node was... Oh, made him... Red team are about to lose, sorry, their quarry cap as well. So with so much focus on this point, they actually might get a free cap in the end. And this hasn't even benefited the red team in any way, shape or form.
They are trying to find something.
It's over.
But they can't.
It's done. No comeback.
Yeah, that waterfall fight just cost them.
It cost them way too much. That's the problem. Like, Made Meta really suckered him in there. Really suckered him in. Fantastic
well, they almost
job.
did it. Almost did it. But
too
I have to say, me saying Azani should get out of there, I take that back completely. Never mind, that was brilliant. Red Levin coming in right afterwards. That was it. Just turning it around, and with that move, pretty much winning the game. That sealed the deal. Made a matter equalizing the score. It's 1-1. And we're going into a third match in the finals. The third match on Battle of Kylo is going to decide which of these teams is going to take the first place of the first Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup. taking home as well 400 euros and 100 Go4 points.
Indeed. Someone asking, why is GG giving up? Because if you say GG, that signifies that you have probably lost if you're saying it before 500 points is hit.
Yeah.
Discussing that in my head. So
not only in your head.
And actually, yeah, you know, discussing it in my head and on stream at the same time.
Yeah, so we have now Battle of Kylo. Battle of Kylo, even though I've said quite often that Azani likes to use the trap, MIM not as strong on Battle of Kylo as they are, for example, on Fofire, or even, I'd say, on Niflhel. But I think that the first match was also kind of for Made a Matter a new kind of get to know the team all over again, how they play now match. They figured out to some degree how Champignon or X Exaltation are playing now. And even though I think Made a Matter isn't that strong on Battle of Kylo, I still think they're going to pick up the win on this one.
Like you said, I don't think this is the best map for Made a Matter. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I think they'll be okay. I think that the mobility is still good for the red team as well, because they can lightning flash through the middle of the map, but then no cooldowns. I think this is going to be fairly even, but I do feel like maybe Made a Matter might just pull away again. If they can sucker the red team into into a cap, then they're going to just pull off what they did in the last game. They won't need to go to Lord. They won't need to do anything like that. So obviously they can't, because they can't go to the Lord. But you know what I mean? They didn't go to the Lord in that last game because they didn't need to, because they were just being supplied with points constantly.
And from time to time, we see Lord rushes just for the fun of it, just for the sake of Lord rushing. But it's always a little bit of a different game if there's money in it. MIM does not want to lose. They want to win this Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup. And therefore, they're not taking any chances. And I see maybe a somewhat more defensive play style on this map as well. Maybe the nerves are going to play a role again.
So as we come into this last game of the first Go4 Cup of the ESL, we will be doing this cup next week. It won't be the same channel, but we'll give you info on that afterwards. We're going to see the splits, and Nick can go over them.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna see
Ninja.
the cab Tommy Tom for the decab prototype being defensive, having a watch. Red Azani rotating over the close point, probably to leave a portal. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the portal to possibly fall back, and now we see immediately some trebuchet action. Red Levin on his. On the other side, we also see something. Shaku is engaging against two people to get the red trebuchet down.
Having a look back at mid, we are going to see Toad again versus Sam, just smashing the one button and just going for that. Oh, low, here we go. See Red Tommy coming into the point, as well as Tommy Tom. I had tiny legs there, sorry. Okay, so going back over to the blue Treb, we're having a 1-1 versus Red Levin and also Syndra, so they're fighting over the Treb at the moment. We're having another 1v1 over the other Treb between Prototype and Red Shaku. So at the moment, although we can see that decap on the windmill by, wow, they made it
such
like
a close escape there from Red Levin, brilliantly dodging inside the auto attacks inside of the refuge, barely escaping. Now, oh, midcap. Did you just say that as I was watching two thieves battle it out?
No, sorry, Tommy got the cap over on the windmill, Made him had 2 cap going on anyway. Yeah, there was those two 1v1s which were quite important on the sides, but I think that led to that decap which happened. It was an easy easy decap, and yeah, that was a nice spot from Tommy actually. Yeah, on a cap.
On the cap. Red Levin and Syndra are at it again, but there is the support for Shaku. Syndra disengaging. The thieves are always trying to find each other on the map and trying to do these kind of small honor duels. Of course, also Azani should be a target for Syndra. Ilt is currently applying some condition pressure on him, making the making them, no, not retreat. Red Tami is still in it. They still have the cap. Nice line of warding. Red Tami needs to walk around it and manages to get on point still. Toad now disengaging. There's no point for him to stay on that point while it's capped. Advantage building up for Mate and Meta, and more solid than I thought.
Yeah, like we said like I said before we started, like getting any kind of a point advantage so early on is really important, because there is no fast way to build up caps other than, like, I mean, we did see that the comeback in the last time we were here. Oh, Red Azani going down on mid actually. Any cleave damage coming? He's gonna port. He's gonna be okay. Must have had a Tamir. Yes, we did. So he was beating that timing. I mean, obviously he knew he was going down, but then we're going to see, Ilk going down just off the bottom of the point there, which is quite significant. If a lot of support missing there as well, and also condition damage on that point, so they need to be very careful. Tamir trying to get onto Toad, just pushing out of the point. As we see, Tommy is the only one on the mid cap at the moment. Look at look at Azani, and for that D cap over on the windmill as well. A nice job from him, which is going to mean that he might even stay there for the full cap.
He might.
He's going to stay there for the full cap.
Yeah, he already has a portal, so he might.
Nice.
Leaving the portal there.
Well, the immobilize is good on him. It's going to delay him from getting out of there. He's going to try and get away as soon as possibly can. Ilt is going to go back to mid. He knows he's not going to stay there, but that portal means that he's going to keep Tommy over on that node. And the points are just running away now for Made in Meta. 206 to 90 for the red team.
Yeah, that 2 cap is not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. We do have Earth Armor from Shaku, kind of a last resort before going down, but there is always Sam. Oh, the damage on Sam might be a bit too much. Vapor Form from Shaku to get away from it all, pulling off people, and also Vapor Forming into the hands of Tamir, the rest bot, and he is doing his work. Red 11 positioned on the side, maybe just to have an eye where Syndrina is going, although no, Prototype is being chased. Prototype is down on the wall on the side. We do again, I think, have Red 11 versus Syndrina. No taking out. Where's the target? This is not a good position to spectate from. Red 11 taken down. Syndrina coming in. We have Ilb also with a condition on him. Time trying to res. There should be condition. No, the stomp is not going through. I think we had stealth there. So Red 11 back up. Nice. The Ranger is just really paying off. These Mercy runes are worth their weight in gold. Whatever
they are for him at the moment.
Whatever
the
runes weigh.
Yeah, because it's such an important thing in this game, and like I think they're underrated those runes, to be honest. And in that support role, and you know, it's very important. And like you said, it's paying off. And the decap at mid, have a look at that. Shaku versus Tommy at the moment. So Prototype trying to get more off points so they can actually pick up the cap. They are really stretching this lead. 150 points just under for now.
Yeah, the decap is a good way into maybe getting the double cap. If they manage to, then brilliant. We still have 9 minutes on the clock. That's a long time to work with to get back. We're not at the end yet. A misstep from MIM, maybe overconfidence, maybe just again too much aggression could potentially enable Mush to come back here. So the shotcaster's optimism lives in me again.
Yeah, we've swapped, have we? I'll be pessimistic for them. Damn it. But yeah, Toad is going to be able to keep this node contested for a while. I mean, as long as he's not going to be in significant trouble or treb or damage pressure, that he needs to use that renewed focus to lose those ticks. Now we're going to see Ilt coming onto the node. Oh, the nice knockback there from Sam with that shield. Shield with Guardian on this map is very beneficial for those nice little mini knockbacks, especially if there's a decap. If you knock them down that side bit, they've still got to run all the way around up the stairs, and it's going to give them a couple of ticks. So in the end, it's actually not too bad to just have the Guardian just on that point on his own. Having a look at the windmill currently, which has been decapped and is still contested. Tommy is versus Red Azani and also Red Levin, so he needs to be careful. They're probably going to pick up that cap as they take him into the down state. Mansion is fine. Prototype's having a look. He is in Spectral Walk at the moment. He has gone back to mid, just using that port back there to see if he can pick up the point, maybe get a couple of fizz and some condition damage down on that node.
Well, Toad is kind of safe on that point. He doesn't have doesn't... Well, Tamir can feel as well. Oh, we have
No
Syndrina
one's-
down. Azani got him. Is now just keeping him in downside. And Tommy Tom as well. So they're getting the double outer point cap, getting the windmill, and having 2 people to just bleed out. And they don't even need to stay on point. Azani has a portal there. Syndrina is dying. Probably he can keep an eye on him from the midpoint. And Tommy Tom is down, so pretty much going as well as it could be. Ilt down in mid. Toad isn't gonna last that long as well, with Azani coming in from the side. We do have Prototype trying stuff on the mansion, but that seems to be in vain as well against 2 people. Engaging their Plague Form, going down. Double cap is holding strong and might be a triple cap in just a couple of seconds once Sam gets the stomp on Toad. So, brilliant performance from MIM, or rather a lot more solid in comparison to the first game.
Yes, indeed. This is they feel like they're better at this map all of a sudden. I mean, the rotations are really
I don't think it's
on.
the map.
They're really. You don't think it's the map? You think they've got better?
I think they've gotten used to the playstyle of Champignons. At least
Yeah, that's
more.
probably actually quite true. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of means, at
Kind of a
least
stomp
as
for
it
them,
looks
actually.
now, it's going to be a triple cap to the finish. After a ridiculously close first game.
If you're gonna do it MIM style, apparently. Yeah, we'll call it that. Go in. Oh, I need the song.
Oh god.
Anyway,
Don't sing.
I just got Gangnam Style in my head. Sorry.
Really.
It happened.
So it's not going to be a triple cap to the finish because we have the decap on mid. Prototype doing some fearing there. But still double outer point cap. 501. That means Made in Matter is officially the winner of the first Go4 Guild Wars 2 Cup. That means they have just won 400 euros. Team Champignon is not going to go home without anything. They still pick up 60 Go4 points as well as